you, and my puppy is sneezing in the background, and it is silly. Good times. So how is everyone? It's Friday. Today's February 4th. My readings tend to last from about 24 to 36 hours from whenever they start playing out for you, not necessarily from when they were uploaded. And it's collective energy, so some of it will resonate, some of it might not. Maybe all of it will be accurate. Who knows? Okay. They don't answer questions that you might have, but rather they talk about energy that is coming forward, or stuff you might actually encounter. Okay. I was a half an hour ago old when I realized that the Daily Moons this morning was public. Oops. Okay. I thought there was an unusually large crowd in there this morning. Okay. That's jammy and coffee time, folks. So there you go. That's a little pre-Valentine's Day accidental mistake present for you. But there you go. So if you want to see the Daily Moons this morning, they're on there. I am partially cold, so I'm going to Libra my sweater. Half in, half out. All right. You guys ready? So this is going to be 24 to 36 hours worth of energy. Yeah. I kind of want to plug in the microphone too. It sounds better with the mic. Let's just do that. Nope. Okay, hold on. Maybe. Yeah. Can you guys hear me? Mic check 1, 2. Oh, good. I'm glad you appreciate the mistake. Well, I didn't realize it. I went back to get ready for the all signs, and I'm like, why is there so many views? Like, are people watching this over and over again? And then I was like, oh, everybody's watching it. Okay. Whatever. The secret's out. We have early morning shenanigans, and that's just the way it is. If you want in, it's on members. If you can't do members, sometimes I go live on Facebook too. For those who can't get in on the member stuff, I try to keep it balanced. Okay? All right. So then, we have a wealthy man. Stands up tall. He might lean to the side. Okay? Stands up tall. I heard you have no idea just how wealthy this man is. Which, that's none of anybody's business, okay? But still, yeah, there it is. And they're looking at you. They are they're white collared in a blue suit. What does that mean? A white collared person in a blue suit. What does that even mean? What are we talking about? High honor. They're just a fucking big deal. They could be humble, super humble. It's just kind of a big deal. Right. My phone has been on Do Not Disturb. How did that even happen? Is Mercury out of retrograde? Are we there yet? Can we be? Please? Okay. That was a corporate call that I just got, as a matter of fact. Rocket Mortgage. And they just sent me a text. Hello. It's Rocket Mortgage in the house. Yeah, sing it, Tyler. I love that guy. He's hilarious. Oh my God, I was cooking chicken the other day and I almost burned it. I was rolling. I had it laughing, rolling. I had to turn it to just a song. It was killing me. Silly. He's a silly, silly man. Wildly intuitive as well. Anyway, the wealthy man in the high honor. I think that he is in the high honor, whether it's the position that he's in or it could be military. Absolutely could be military. They could wear a uniform. Many uniforms. But that makes sense too. When you're in the military, don't you have like your dress blues and then you have your bunker gear, and then you have just different suits, whatever, it's a big deal. Anchor. And this person is ready to, I heard for good, anchor down for good. And that, I think that just means that might be retire. That's like the place where they're starting to look forward to what it is that they want to do there. And for whatever reason, they're leaning and having a look. That's what I want to do with my retirement, is play with that one. I'm not sure, but that's what it feels like. Someone's considering that. Or it could even be putting something else to rest. But when I see the anchor in the coffin, that means I'm going to stay right here until I'm done staying places, if that makes any sense. It could even be just trying to get roots, or to the false person. This is like, it says false person, but this feels very Bonnie and Clyde. Like, look at how he's grinning. It's like, this is the one, the decoy, this is the one that he could send forward to do his bidding or something. I'm not sure, but it's like, this is like the Seven of Swords, but they're doing it together. There's not a false person, there's false people on here. Who can I, we have a C name, an F name, or that doesn't have to be name. This is the initial. There's C again. H. T. And G. Anyway, so they're not, it might even be that she keeps her cards close to her chest, and so does he. That's why they're like, because, oh my God, I just heard Mr. and Mrs. Smith. And I just got an expected text back. I need a moment to blush, but I really wish my text did not show up while I was live, because, oh my goodness. Mr. and Mrs. Smith, these two are both skilled assassins. But, and it's like they suddenly realize it at the same time. Kind of like that scene when he thinks he knows and she reaches down and gets the wine bottle and he's like, how did you move that or how did you catch that so fast? And then next thing you know, they're equally trying to kill and hump each other. It's when you realize, no wonder we get along so well. You're my exact freaking counterpart. I get it. It's Mission Impossible. What's up, Hicks? And she's dreamy. She might have a sideways dreamy, like you can tell she's off in Wonderland all the time, like thinking about stuff, but she's like magical, right? I'm saying that because there's that color purple. I was drawn to a purple thumbnail today, and she might be really spiritual. But they're like watching, they're like, what are you looking at? And she can't even hear them. She's daydreaming, probably about him. In courtship. I think that the other thing about this one here is they might be older. Wasn't I talking about retirement? They're like, there's something about this one would be perfect because something will grow. He's a businessman. Above all else, this one here knows how to get things and how to make things happen. And he's all, it's a realization of equal ambition. Now, why was I calling this the false person? This could also be, if you look at it like this, someone considering two different paths, where to anchor, right? And here he is looking. And this one, if you want to go there, this one is false. And this one is the dreamer or something. Like, it doesn't have to be that, cliche. But there could be a situation where the emotions had from this one to this one is not quite as deep as this one. Or not. I like the Mr. and Mrs. Smith storyline better. But my point is it's a realization of, that's my counterpart. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's the one. And while she looks dreamy, and she looks like extra, she's Ace of Wands, Ace of Swords. Heard it's time I told her. Because you have a Page of Swords here in the world. But they've been watching, looking there, thinking about the end game. Long term. And you get some kind of message. Maybe like 3 o'clock. 3, 4 o'clock. Then again at like 9. You might get a message at 3 to make plans at 9. If that makes sense. Or like within a 6-hour time frame like that, like they're gonna call you, and then later on, like, does that make sense? You text now so that you can make plans for later. Why am I struggling with that? But I am. So okay, it's the Emperor. Come see me. The Lovers. Okay, what was the false person thing over here? Just so I can clear that up. Yeah, the old persona of whatever the situation was. Like if you talk about Mr. and Mrs. Smith, where she was, what was she? I can't remember what her fake job was. It was ridiculous. An interior designer or something. She's a trained assassin. It was not right. It was false. It was not the true, like, peeling back of who these two people are. And what it turns out is when they're both out in their true self, it's Mr. and Mrs. freaking Smith. Bad bitch 1 and 2. Or, you know what I mean. Emperor and Empress. Exactly. Daddy like. What was I saying up here about this high honor and all that? This person needed to wait for something to happen in order to make their move. They've been trying to do that for a while, but something needed to happen. It looks like it did. Some kind of tower moment happened. why they didn't tell you. It feels like, why didn't you just tell me that? Why this whole time, like, you totally could have bypassed maybe a whole bunch of drama if you just would have said that. You know, there's the Hierophant laughing like, ha ha ha, you think you're going to bypass something. No, thank you. Like, that's not how that works. So, okay, so they text. They've been watching you. They've been collecting. They've been getting their proverbial shit together in order to come to you and haven't been telling you about it. And you may have, like, I don't know, been like this. And they're like, surprise! Here I am. Two of Cups. That fell out on its own, yep. King of Wands. Are you ready? Because I'm ready now. Are you ready now? Because I'm ready now. Is the timing right? Temperance. Timing is perfect, actually. So here we are again with the Emperor and Temperance. Timing is perfect. Temperature is perfect. The ambiance is perfect. I don't know what they're doing. It feels like a little nest, like they create you like a little nest, and you're like, oh my goodness. And you get all like cozy and you sit in it. And excuse me, I lost my hot chocolate. Oh, can you hand me my cup right there? I need a little spoonie while I'm talking. I should just get some water, but why do that when I can have hot chocolate?
What's the Mario cup?
The coffee cup. All right. Okay. Thank you very much. Cold chocolate. Okay. All right. So let's talk about. I don't know what I want to tie the fairies now. Tell me about when they approach. Oh, I did. They're like, why couldn't you just tell me that before? The Piper. You should know when this person comes to you that they have thought about and considered every single angle of this. You have been on their mind like a ever-burning fire for weeks. Ooh, the Maiden. You could be their little maiden. You might scrunch your nose at them like they think you're their little fairy creature all over the place, but it's refreshing because I think that maybe this person was starting to feel like old. Things were like or somehow they're so busy, or maybe we were talking about how they have this like people who have high honor and all of that, they don't. I just lost my train of thought. Oh, it doesn't come easy. It typically comes with an immense amount of responsibility. And so it weighs on a person. Like, for example, if you look at any president of the United States, their pictures when they first go into office and when they leave. I mean, obviously, for those that stayed for the 8 years, I mean, that's an 8-year age difference, but you can tell that just it ages you, that kind of responsibility. With great power comes great responsibility. But my point is, and then you buzz in the room like, tra-la-la-la-la, I'm on roller skates. And they're like, what? She's fucking delightful. And you make them, I don't know. make them feel young again, I guess. But that's not that. It's not a desire to. This person could be your age, and that's just how it is. It's a vibe. It doesn't really have anything to do with age, like physical age. It's a vibe. You, for example, have you ever been around a person that the stuff they say or the amount of talking they have, I don't know, they just drain your energy somehow? And then when you hang out with someone else and then when you leave, you end up leaving feeling elated. That's the difference. It feels like that's the difference between their energies. And I think that's the Mr. and Mrs. Smith moment. Like, it's the battery. I'm unstoppable. I'm a Porsche with no brakes. I'm invincible. I win every single game. Right? She's just, I don't know. I think the other thing that maybe attracts this person to the feminine is that they only have eyes for this one. Like they're obsessed, like adorable, obsessed, like fangirl obsessed. Guys like that shit, particularly ones with big egos. But she's made it clear for like a long time, I think. She's silly. I can't get over the silliness. And she's a healer. She might have great responsibility too. Like she could have kids and pets and she could be a healer. So like a caseload of patients or something like that. Or, whatever, however people heal in their own different ways. My equal responsibility. That's my point. It's Mr. and Mrs. Smith. That's the realization. Oh my God, we're the same. I can't concentrate when you walk around. So go do that. Go on. So, it's balance. It's totally, it's like a light bulb moment. Lightning crashes. I just realized it. Here's where I drop anchor. Seven of Wands and Seven of Pentacles. That's my point. As above, so below. It's equal. She is keeping this bubble of like energy. It's almost like I feel like this is what the realization of this masculine is having. That as long as he keeps everything grounded and rooted and all of the things in the land is stable and steady to let it grow, then she will create an environment, a protective environment of love and light and silliness and laughter, and it's a perfect match. They get it. Both of them. Sweetie, I need for you to sit down or find another room to be in. I cannot think with you walking around. Snow day. Perfect match. The sun. That's the other thing too. When you talk about the sun, that's raw energy, that's pure masculine. Big time masculine. This dude is the alpha of alpha, and you're omega, right? And so you have the masculine, the sun, and then the feminine, the moon, with the gravity and all of that. Look at, he puts out to her, she puts back into him. It's a perfect match. End of discussion. I'm gonna flip the table over. And they're like, okay, now did we even talk about what they do? Oh, that was they give you you might have to go somewhere with a gazillion stairs. You feel like you're just going upstairs forever. Or I want to take you to a different place. That going upstairs forever. It might be like really pretty out. They might have like a view of something, or like you can see like the snowfall out the window. It's like it feels pretty, like there's ambiance or something like that. And then the mood changes and it becomes very I heard, are you ready to start your life now? Whoa. Whoa. Whoa, man. Wow. That sounds a whole lot like Coming Correct, if you ask me. Which is, gosh darn diddly delicious. What is the deal? I've been picking up on that for like a minute. Suddenly these masculines are coming forward correct. Is it because the collective energy, we're all like changing, so we're attracting that now, or what? I don't know how to handle that energy. I'm like, wow, that's boring. There's no challenge here. I'm like, okay, just spa day and go with it. What the fuck? How do you handle that? Okay, I'm not here to give advice. I just say the things. I got nothing. Okay. It all sounds suspicious if you ask me. When you're climbing a stairway to heaven. All right, can I get a different time frame, please? Here, right about 4. So there's some fella who wants to talk to you about money. But they may have been robbed. Or that's what they're telling you. Or they may have tried to do something with money to push something in one direction or other and it blew up in their face. Because you have this one here, these two are like the same. She's all, Nope, no you don't. This could be about family, child support, children. Somebody is like just, I don't know if they're crying or if they are, I don't know what they're doing. But this is, you got the death card ×3, the mice, despair, poverty. There's like 2 to 5 children here. There is, I feel like someone, and you're going, you're all, I don't know. And maybe they're coming to you with their problems that they created themselves. And it's extra. King of Wands. 2 of Swords. 5 of Wands. They want to fight. It feels like an alternate solution to what was previously presented. And you're like, no. No. I feel like there's whoever is being presented the solution, they're not having it. I don't like your solution. They might offer many things. Nine of Cups. I feel like this is like, it feels like more like anxiety than a conversation. It feels like somebody came up with a solution in their mind about how things were going to work. And then they go to, and it has to be in agreement with both people. And it feels like they're presenting it and she's like, I don't agree. And because that wasn't what they were expecting to hear, they were not expecting that this big plan that they had, right? Now it feels like anxiety. Like, what do you mean? This doesn't know. What do you mean you're not going to accept my deal? The Empress and the Ten of Pentacles. This person, the look on their face, it's like, it feels like this person is angry all the time. All the time. And I don't know. It feels like I'm going to need for you to get out of my hair. That's what that feels like. Tower. They might leave by 7. But also I want to say it feels like they go back to the drawing board. They're not done with you yet. Like, to be continued. It's like the forever story of Pinky and the Brain. I'll get you next week, right? And she's all, okay, see you then. I feel like it's a played out story or something. I don't know. It's about money. It's not, she's not having it. All right. Do we have any other time frames? Wow. So this is later on this evening. And here we have this mature, wealthy man, 777. You might, this might be between like 11 and 12. I just want to say, get prepared to be, well, I heard adorned. What does adorned mean? Doesn't that mean someone put something on you? What does adorned mean? Not adored, with an N, adorned. I don't even know what that means. Get prepared to be adorned, whatever that means. 777. Wow, new beginning. So that's what this was. They're like, you might be talking about castles, and that totally would be me. You might just be telling this person all of your dreams and hopes and what it is that you want, and they're like, okay. You're like, what? But why is it? What's the risk here? There's always a risk. And your evening might get cut short. It could be as short as like 35 minutes. Just because of someone gets some kind of, they have to go. But suddenly the pathway is clear. It feels like someone wants to hear what it is that you want. Like they want to know. Not adorn. To make something more beautiful or attractive. Someone's going to make you more beautiful and more attractive. Well, that's not, I don't feel like that's a rude way to say that. Because don't they say things, and when people used to speak correct English, that the hearth was adorned with wreaths and candles and shit. Yeah, decorated with finery. Exactly. It would be something silly, like go pick out a house, or I don't know, man. I don't know. You're just telling them all the things. It's a gift. They might leave you with something. I'm going to leave this with you. I'm here to open it later. And they're like, okay. And change. So that's what this is. There might be street lamps on. No. All right. And then you might go straight home and call your girlfriends. Tower, the star. That's odd. I usually don't pull Lenormand cards like that. All right. Anything else to her early morning? So we might wake you up with a bang. Wow. You might get a text or like some kind of poem where somebody is just like absolutely pouring their heart out, complete ecstasy and joy. They are just saying all of the things. I don't know. It feels like whatever you guys went through or talked about, they're just, I don't know. They see you as this Empress character. They're just filling you up with loving the love goo. The gooey love. Just filling you up. And you are just, I don't know. I feel tickled to death. I'm like, oh my goodness. I can't believe, like, I don't know. That's a good way to wake up. So, Emperor. Or do you want to go out to breakfast? Fuck yeah, I want to go out to breakfast. I love breakfast. Wish coming true. I mean, wow, that's Wishes granted right there. In a real, real way. All right, can we get one card, please, for how we're going to be leaving the next 24 or 36? Firefly. Somebody's going to spark your... Turn your love light on in a real way. Yeah. Swans. All right. It's just, I don't know. It's like all of a sudden you're accidentally in love. Oops. All of a sudden. Total agreeance. It's the change that needed to happen is what that is. All right. That's all I have for today. I don't think I can read anymore. My kids have been quiet for hours now. I got to wrap it up for the snow day. Okay. I love you guys so much. And everything you need is in the box below. Don't forget to get your tickets for Sunday. It's not really a ticket. Okay. I'm just going to send you the Zoom password. I'm doing that instead of taking individual short readings. We'll just get together and do them all at once in one day. And then that way you guys aren't waiting. And plus we get to hang out. I'm always down for tribe time. Okay? So check that out. It's on my website, dharmajane.com. There's all kinds of stuff going on over there. And I'll be back real soon. Okay? Love you guys. Bye.